What's up everyone, I'm Earl the Rookie Woodworker, and for today's video I'm going to make a suggestion box. And not just any suggestion box. This suggestion box is going to make sure those suggestions get exactly where they need to go. The paper shredder. Let's get to it. Alright, so to get this party started I'm going to take some measurements because we're basically going to build a box that fits perfectly around this paper shredder. Now this paper shredder is designed to sit over top of a trash can and just shred paper directly into the trash can. It don't actually come with its own box, so when you flip it over you'll notice that it has like these expandable wings, but we'll keep them retracted and just build a box tightly around that. But keep in mind there's a cord coming out the back of it, so I'm going to give it an extra ½ an inch of width from front to back to account for that cord in the back. Now I'm doing this build out of scrap plywood. So before I go cutting pieces down to make this project, I'm going to take one that's a little bit oversized and I'm going to take it to the laser engraver and laser engrave suggestion box on the front of it. Now if you don't have a laser engraver, don't worry about it. You can paint it on the front of your box. That'd be fine. Laser engravers like this one are reasonably priced and fairly easy to acquire for a normal person. They're also fairly easy for a normal person to learn how to use. So don't be afraid to look into one of these things and get one. I'll put a link to this one below, but look and shop around, check the reviews, but don't be intimidated by learning how to use one of these things. They're actually a lot easier than you would think. Now that that's done, it's time to start chopping down some plywood to start making this box. So the basic parts for this box is going to be a front, a back, and two sides. There's going to be no bottom, and then there's going to be a lid that folds down with a hinge. So I'm starting out with cutting up the front, back, and the two sides. So I'm just going to do some regular old butt joints here with some wood glue and some brad nails. It's always good to have some paper towels handy to wipe your glue off whenever you're doing this process. I tried using one of these Craig corner clamp things. I found it just to be a pain and eventually abandoned the idea. If you have these, let me know in the comments below what you think of them. Do they make the job easier for you or are they harder? Because I kind of found it to be hard to work with, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just not using it correctly. But yeah, if you have these, just let me know in the comments below what you think of them. Oh yeah, that's a good fit right there. Alright, so at this point I'll just flip this thing over and take some measurements to figure out how high I want to prop this thing up inside the box. And I also want to figure out how much wood I want to put in the back to tighten it up front to back without interfering with that cord that's back there. As always, it's usually helpful to open the glue bottle before you try to squeeze some glue out of it. But yeah, you see me at this point, I'm spreading some glue on here, and then I'll use some brad nails to make sure it stays put. But these pieces here are pretty important because they are what holds the paper shredder in place. They stop the paper shredder from basically falling through the bottom of the box. Then at this point I will start chopping up my piece that's going to serve as my filler piece for the back of the box. Look at me using a glue roller like an adult. And that is a nice snug fit, which is perfect because we don't want this thing to move around in the box. We want it to stay put where we put it. So I'm going to take some 3/4 inch plywood, make a 1.25 inch strip, and I'm going to glue and nail that to the back of the box. And that's what the lid is going to hinge off of. Alright, so now I'll chop up some material for the lid. I'm going to shoot for being flush on the sides and have about 1/4 inch of an overhang over the front of the box. You'll see here that I'm carefully measuring where the shredder slot is from the back of the box as well as from the sides, because we want to make sure that the groove that we're putting in the lid hits that perfectly. What's that to say about measuring twice and cutting once? Well, this is one of those cuts that you want to get right the first time if you can. With this being plywood and I'm using a jigsaw, plywood has a tendency to tear out really easily with a jigsaw and even with a drill, so I decided to put some tape over that line. Then I had to measure it all out again, redraw it on the tape, and then I also went over those lines with a utility knife that also help prevent tear out, or at least to prevent it as much as possible anyway. For the most part, that turned out okay. Now it's time to install some tiny little hinges so we can open and close the door to this box. What's nice about this is you can open the lid to this and you can pull that paper shredder completely out of the box, and you can use it like a normal paper shredder if you want to. And you won't even have to take anything apart. It just sits in there. Alright, so that is it for that build. It was a fun little build. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so it lets you know the next time I post a video. If you are thinking of building this project, I'm going to put some links in the description below to the materials used, as well as to the paper shredder and some of the tools used to make this project. So check that out too. Till next time, make something awesome.